there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In the last part, we were doing some final preparations for the raid on Doma Castle. And now, it's time for the die is cast. There she is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Koji not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. Off the note, instruct police and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Gosetsu and Yugirio, wait the two of you at Monzen. Good luck, my friend. I will see you both again soon. Alright. Nope, we aren't doing that. That's a 1% better. It's right in the middle, huh? Right in the middle. Where are we? Literally right in the middle.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
War. To wield power, to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oreneer. You fear that you will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go. Claim your prey. Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitek field is down. I repeat, the Magitek field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
The wall is breached. The Kojin 2 will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. You would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings of a fool. Speaking of which, how fares my brute?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Aye, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojian allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock. So don't forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Arya. Now, probably would have helped if it wasn't pouring rain out right now here. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, that's a achievement pig right there. Which just kind of flew over. Greetings and well met, my friends. Come aboard, come aboard. There is room enough for you all. Oh yeah, that we might improve our odds of success, we'll divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprising of you and your adventurer comrades, the other Gosetsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yatsuyu. Agreed? Must be about it. For Doma. Doma Castle is now accessible. I guess in a way the pouring rain did kind of add just that little bit of an element. Did however also take away from some of the cutscenes, so we're like, oh, we have to look in the distance, except it's just foggy and rainy and yeah. Dear God. Please, healer. Please. I'm begging you. Respond! Healer, please. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally begging you. It's been like 16 minutes of sitting here. Thank you. Welcome to Doma Castle, finally. Let's get some freedom here. So, we are going to be hit with literally giant groups of these enemies. See if I can get my twin snakes off. Actually didn't mean to hit Wriggle Earth there, but I did! Alright, so yeah, this is a pretty typical pull here in Doma. These slashes are just going to basically come at you as soon as you get up here. And... oh, we are down to 2, so let's go ahead and get back to single target. And there used to be a treasure chest off on the left here. It's no longer there. They got rid of it. Poor treasure chest. Never had anything good in it, but there was a treasure chest there. And we've got a Dolmen Colossus here. Yeah, remember we need 8 people to take these down? Oh, yeah, now we don't. So you can pose ahead to the next group. I just usually don't like doing it, and it looks like Wendy is also not liking to do that. So... take it down. It's just got some nasty things that don't come well with the next couple groups of enemies. Anyways, we've got this here, and also we're gonna be dealing from fire on above. Unfortunately, they are not fully saving us from the nonsenses around here. Also did not hit my combo fully. I thought I did, and I did not. Also, I'm making friends! I like friends! So we've got Dolmen gunship here. The gunship we are going to want to look out for. I'm actually going to go ahead and focus my single target auto attacks on it, even though I'm still AoEing. Just because it's probably the most annoying thing here, because it's got this Garland Fire move. It's just annoying. Also, the Sky Armors aren't too bad. We saw them in Belster as well. They aren't going to do the hook thing, but we did have seen the Sky Armors before. And with that, we are already at our first boss. This boss. Oh, this thing can be fun. So this is Magitek Rearguard. Magitek Rearguard is going to have. It looks pretty simple. Like on paper, if you look at this boss fight on paper, it's pretty simple. Just a bunch of line attacks to avoid, and yeah. So it's going to do this Garland Fire. Very similar to what had happened before. It's going to do a progressive attack across in a line. So you want to definitely avoid that. And you're also going to see these little turrets off to the side. They're going to do these line attacks across the screen. Again, just simply avoid. And now there's going to be these glowing turrets. Oh gosh, that's a really big funnel. I was not actually expecting to get hit by that. Sorry, healer. Yeah, so you do not want to be in the path of those glowing turrets because they will blow up if they are in too close proximity to anyone dealing damage to anyone in the area, and that's where this fight gets kind of annoying. I'm doing really bad at using Brittle Fire. I'm just not used to it right now. Also, this thing turns a lot. So you notice he's doing 2 of those in a row now. You can actually sneak in between them. There's a little safe spot between the two, like those 2 columns he does. So it's a pretty handy thing to keep in mind if you're a ranged or a mage. You can kind of hide in there. Oh my goodness, I'm like, just go down and I have things to say about the rear guard. And yeah, so that's the rear guard. The next boss. Oh, the next boss. These next pulls! Oh, these next pulls. Oh my gosh. Going? Yeah, okay. So these are going to rush at us here. Let's go ahead. Start fighting this guy. Nope. I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna do this. Alright, and now we have our grip of 3, so let's proceed here. So this can be kind of annoying to dodge just because it's in the water, so you can sometimes just miss the markers for these attacks. And it's definitely something to keep an eye out for as you're going through here. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I've done Doma Castle a lot in all my leveling. Didn't always too much in my leveling. Overcharge funnel. And pretty nasty if it hits. Ah, the turning! The turning! Pull. I mean, I think we could have taken that one forward, but I really do not recommend taking it forward from here. So this section is fun and joy and pain and stuff and let's dash out of here or I'm just gonna get hit like that. So there's 2 ways you can go about this nonsense. You can either do this the slow, the safe way, or you can pull these into the next room and I'll describe that pole. You'll see why when we see the other pole. It's... Ugh, I've done it. I've done it many times. It's pain and suffering every single time. I don't think I've ever seen it not be pain and suffering. Usually involves the tanks having to hit their shit button. If the healer is not 100% on the ball, it's healers panicking because the tank's not fully mitigating, or just because this pole sucks. So they're going to be in the middle here. You can pull all the way back. It's a little easier to get a little bit more room to navigate. Looks like that's what we're going to go for. Yeah, you get a little bit more room back here to navigate. Yeah, so this Reaper is what really makes this a pain to double pull it. It's obviously doable. Like I said, I've done it many, many times. But this Reaper, with its nonsense, and it also hits hard in general. Whew. We're down to 2. I see. I'd say the Reaper's a pain in the butt, and here I am hitting not the Reaper. Fine though. And that Magitek cannon is annoying. So yeah, once you do clear the pulls in each of these areas, these machine gun turrets will activate. You won't have to dodge them anymore. So like, say you wipe to the next boss. It's just that while you're trying to get through there, they're a pain. This boss is going to be a bane of my existence. It's Magitek Hexadrone. Magitek Hexadrone is going to have a lot of little nearby AoEs, which are just royal pains in the butt for melee. If you get hit by it, it is a knockback. He also has a stack, which, yes, people run away with, even at this point in the game. They still run away with their stack markers. Alright, so it's also going to put these little line things with the turrets across the screen. This is where it also sucks to be melee, because if you walk into those, you're going to get bounced all over the place. Also, this is literally the case to not be using solar tackle for damage because you need to be going in and out so much. Another circle of death, and I actually don't have a solar tackle this time. I'm gonna have to deal with it. So yeah, you don't want to run into these. I mean, you can. The healer could, if they're being nice, go into it. And we're gonna have these towers. You may remember these towers from Sephiroth? Sephiroth Extreme, I think? You want to have at least one person in them. I guess they're also in Bardam's Metal. Oh gosh. No, you just want to have one person in them. So more towers are going to appear. Yay, more towers! And, okay, good. Someone did go back to that one in time. And we're clear of Magitek Hexadrone. Yeah, that just constant in and out and in and out. Ugh. And all the points where it's just like really hard for the tank to even be courteous to the melee, because it's just like there's so much stuff to go on and avoid. That's just the fight. It sucks to be melee. It's way better to be arranged in that fight. Alright, so we're gonna have some Dolmen Shadows here. These are, I guess, shinobi that have kind of turned and are working for the Empire and are still in the castle. Another chest up here, and I'm out of shoulder tackles, so I'm gonna sprint, grab the chest, and sneak off to the side, and we're clear. We're back into the fight here. Yeah. Another group of these shadows was up here, and you kind of approached this little hallway. Didn't really see it because I was a little focused on getting that treasure chest. Alright. And I'm not going to go too far forward. I'm going to let the tank do that. Because that was coming. We have an armored weapon. Oh, this thing sucks. Especially if you can't get rid of it fast. So Launcher is going to do a big AoE across the party. Launcher is actually a blue mage spell, if you are so inclined. There are other ways to learn it, including the S-rank in Yamcha, which is actually how I got it. Also, you can learn it in Veilsword as well. Yeah, I got off the S-rank in Yamcha. Anyway, since we've got these other ones here, these shadows that have joined in, now that we're this armored weapon is down to 7%, more of these are going to appear. Let's go ahead and do this. Take care of this nonsense. This weapon sucks, but you also, of course, you're going to do more damage overall by trying to take out everything. Anything that might have to be off the cooldown of a single target, you definitely want to focus onto it. Including your auto attacks if you're a melee. I also just hate tanking that pole. Just because there's so much nonsense that just spawns like midway through the fight, and so you have to grab it. Blah 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 blah. Eorzean! Eorzean, come out and play! Dearest of all my enemies, I have new toys to show you! So you know how Yatsuyu was talking about what was done, the stuff for Grindelwald, or his her little pet. Was it done yet? Yeah, that's what I meant. This is our boss. Hypertuned Grindelwald. So you're gonna want to pull him either into a corner or just into the back wall in general. Chainsaw is gonna be a persistent frontal attack. The tank is gonna want to sidestep out of this. He will not turn around so long as he is using that. This is going to be a personal AoE. I think I can kind of peek back far enough, and he is going to do this gunsaw, which is going to target one particular person. I just did that. I just fell over. And then he's going to put a proximity marker on one particular person. They want to run it out as far as possible, ideally to a corner, an opposite corner, so that we don't have to do this. And now we have the fun part. So these are going to go across the arena. We're eventually going to see where they're going to go here. He's going to do another chainsaw first. And you can kind of see here, but there are safe spots. Hi, other DPS. Thank you for letting me not be right under you. Alright. My combo is a mess. I think he's underneath me. No, he is not. He's after the red mage. So we're gonna have this again. Safe spot is down here this time. Let's go down here. I'd really like to be next to him, but I'm not. And now, remember the knockback nonsense in the last boss? Yeah, so now it's here. And you can kind of actually see it go off. Actually, it looks like it got kind of purposely triggered there because a red mage was not getting that far away. Alright, this is the patterns where you really have to start paying attention to how he's doing them. He's been calling me dark. Mind. Be the good little melee I am. And that's Doma Castle! We did it! We did it. We go together to... boulder odds. Alright. Well, that's Doma Castle.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doman. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself, to survive, as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis naught this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons. Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we built together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I
will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
The world turned upside down. Thank you. The occupation is ended then, and people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gossetsi for loss. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friend. The castle is still collapsing into the river and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right. Arya, a word if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And? Did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. The floor beneath him gave way before the rest. It is not impossible he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Sarvan, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins and people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the dock to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take me to the Enclave. Maybe we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Magna and Sato know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. You all look like shite. Captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard. Yeah, let's go. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I know not what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's good enough for celebration. Those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
Hear the Lord, remember, stand tall. I mean, otherwise, if you
Forgive
don't
me.
say anything, I will.
This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more, here and now, and begin to rebuild our homeland?
Lord Hien!
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning. and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
That way, huh? And make me do this the hard way. Making me do this the hard way. Hello. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River? Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate by rejoining the fight for freedom in Giravania, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire. We must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Oronir and the Taro have already withdrawn. I'll follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter, we have plenty to be getting on with, places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I'm a pirate! Give me a song at the tavern, I'll be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Ian? Nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Our waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way until we meet again. Naught remains undone. You are ready to depart. Hold on. Oh, I thought matters new home were pressing. Okay. Ready to part? Yes, we're ready. To Kugane then. Still hear his voice. My ears haven't stopped ringing since he first barged his way into the rising sounds of variable force of nature. Didn't mean to talk to her, but okay. Have everything good. We'll need to weigh anchor before the Seki Segumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the old Dawn. I see you, and I'm actually gonna ignore you. I want to get back to the west. For doing what I did in the Churning Mist. Just like, scoop on. Off we go. A swift and secret departure. Besides, if I do side quest, it wouldn't be a secret departure. I'm from the Taro we're coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. I will, of course, be at the furthest possible point from the internet. wouldn't I? Of course I would. You wouldn't have it any other way. Now I'm halfway through the River Bazaar, we can finally quick travel there. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on the job well done! It's a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. So yours, Hancock. The Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. Pleasure was all mine, Master Rafano, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I've already chartered passage for you back to Lim's Little Minta. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I've given some thought and realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. So I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I'm not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry, I'm a regular at hostelry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me! So go! Don't let me keep you! Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you finish, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2 to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. First to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, This is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
Well then, now that we have made it back to Limsalomento, I think it's a good time to call it there. I'll go ahead and speak with Lise when we're done. And yeah, Doma's free. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoy it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep doing content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. Excuse me. And until next time, this is the rinimt team, signing out. Bye!